watch
Yeah.
someone watch it on acid.
I think the reason to watch this movie again is purely to subject other people to it.
Yeah.
Well, look, man, like,
Fair.
Yeah.
I just had to know.
Is it just me?
So
Yeah.
Just a heads up, everyone, we're live. We'll actually start here in a minute, but just
It was as bad as you were.
conversate among yourselves. Just don't say anything incriminating.
Aww.
Anything incriminating.
God, that was just.
This movie. is
Yeah.
incriminating.
wow, yeah, it's illegal to watch.
Yeah.
this
And
movie.
like
It
all
is
of
a
the
crime.
actors are excellent.
Yep.
And I have seen them be excellent in things.
Yeah.
But none of
But not that
they-
Alex, I
they
can't
really
see-
were Good.
You might want to move your camera back because I can't see Vicky.
That's okay.
Vicky said she
No,
doesn't
she-
want to be seen.
Yes, didn't want to be seen.
I
Oh,
said
so
I'm okay.
Are we
if
not
I'm
visual? Are we
Vicky
not?
said-
Yeah, but it's all right.
not
It's
in
just
the
weird. It's just hard to.
No, the
Oh, we
guys
are?
are in the
People are gonna wonder who's talking.
I'm a disembodied voice.
Is anything
I'm
new?
always a
Me,
disembodied
my
voice.
other-
Like, slide
So,
over.
like,
Yeah.
from-
Yeah.
From here, from like here.
Do you want the seat?
Oh,
I'll go
yeah.
there. No, you want to be out of the This is preferred. Cool.
You'll be
I'm
at-
not a performer.
Yeah, so when I fought Milady,
Oh, yeah.
I was using the Milady sword, and I was using like the wing stance.
Using the
Milady
fedora
sword.
sword.
So from what I understand,
That's
though,
a
so
long-
like, yeah, it was
Wait, what?
from DLC.
Yes,
I hope they're talking about it.
I went through part of it. It's a long, like, but it's a straight great sword.
Yeah,
because it's technically a great sword. But
They're talking about Elden Ring.
it fights like a
It's an okay
Oh.
sword.
They're talking about
All right.
Yeah,
I've been
yeah.
having fun with it. It's very challenging.
I only use a good. I only use a good sword. I haven't leveled up to a great sword.
Have you played it?
Yeah, for like
I like
30
it faster.
minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
same.
it
That
gets
matches me with
Like,
this.
figure out like kind of
bad,
mechanics.
good,
The mechanics
great
are
sword,
super
like
weird.
the best.
Yeah. Hit me with
All
the
the
bad
button
sword.
stuff. It's
Yeah.
really weird. But once you
Bad
get
sword.
used to it,
Another
it's
good band name. I'm fucking full of
I
it
enjoyed
today.
it. I had a lot of fun. The
Same with
How's
Eagles.
the
Eagles and
story?
Drag is
It's
great.
very-
Yes.
Eagles and
very
Drag is
vague.
great.
The first time I
It's
said
like,
it, I was like,
you
okay,
can
man.
miss
Great.
stuff because the NPCs aren't marked,
Eagles
so
and
like
Drag.
there's no quest mark.
That's
And it's
Yeah.
like if you
That's
just miss
good.
something and go too far and beat a certain boss, then like
Ben Ford and
things will
Eagles and
progress
Drag.
past the point
Right.
that you can deal with.
Oh.
But the story, as far as I understand it, is like the being that's imprisoned on the ring. The Elden Ring is broken, right? And different demigods have different pieces of it once it's broken. But originally, when it came
His
to
brain is
this
broken in that
realm,
movie.
it fell from the stars, and it's a beast, and
Yeah, I
also
got you.
it's basically like the base code of existence. Like the ring itself, when it's complete, like you can use it to just kind of write reality, I guess. Okay, and at some point it was broken because the guardians of it first child was murdered by his sister.
And you think whatever the fuck you're talking about is better than this movie we just watched?
No, that's what I'm saying.
It totally
She was
is.
asking if the story's good, and I'm
Yeah.
trying to explain that like I haven't even really pieced it all together.
You
So I
have to
can't-
watch
I
a
think
whole
it is.
YouTube
George
nerd
Martin
essay
adapted
in order to
the original
understand
story.
what's
Yeah.
going
I
on.
love
What if there
that,
was a
though. I'm
powerful
lore
ring?
gal.
It's
I
given to
watched-
you in tiny snippets, tiny little descriptions of items that will give you flavor text.
Right, you have to read like the.
Alex,
the
He
weapons
doesn't want to
and
look at you. You were putting your head exactly. I was dodging you, and then you
on
would put your head
the
where I.
couch, you could rotate it to see you and Vicky.
But Radagon and America are the same.
Don't you look at her.
Okay.
No, I was being.
So
You
survivors
were talking to
the
the
wall,
wall. It was
the swords.
It was amazing.
Remember the moon?
But
He was married to her.
Yeah. It was so
And
funny.
then-
Because I knew you were doing it.
No, definitely not.
So the lady who does.
You get
that's
tiny
why I
little
like
like
this
snippets
movie.
of lore, and then like you need to
One
get
does
the
really
six big, and then
Yeah,
you get a
I
little
remember
journal, and
that.
you read something, you know, in a level. It's a tiny little pieces.
The blue.
And then like you meet someone who's been mentioned in lore for 20 hours or whatever the fuck.
It's, yeah, I really
now,
been
but
trying
they're all
to
fucked up after all these years or something.
So it's like,
Yes,
it's
it
all
is.
show, not tell. There's no quest log.
Yeah.
You just talk to people and have to remember.
Yeah.
You have to have your.
And you have to remember where they say they're gonna go next. kind of.
And so you remember who they are, and then you look them up, and you're like,
There's
fuck, where were
there's no,
they?
like, quest,
No,
markers?
Not at all.
There's
Not at
a
all.
map that like you can look at, and there will be a little cave mouth, and you can go there, and there will be the mouth of the cave. But it's like someone hand drew the map. So it's like really like detailed, and you can zoom into it. And then when you find things, they become
Pretty
little
vague
icons.
and like detailed at the same time. Yeah,
Yeah, but
And
you
the
can like
map
look at a part of
itself,
the map and be like,
once you get
what's
used to
over
looking
there?
at the map, yeah, you realize like, oh,
Look, I
that's
think
what I'm
there's a-
looking at.
I
There's
think there's a
something
cave
there.
mouth there. I think
Yeah.
there's something there, and you can ride over there and just check it out.
Has anyone played the new Assassin's Creed?
Oh, fuck no.
I have not actually.
It's pretty good.
UB
They
Slaw.
have?
UB
Dude,
Slaw.
now it's pretty
Darling, I'm home.
They come back.
UB slot.
Yep.
Uh,
Terrible company.
It's in Japan.
Oh.
Yep.
I've been playing Ghost of Tsushima.
That
Oh, yeah, I have that
seems-
one too.
Yeah, it seems like they were
Nice.
trying to aid
Yeah,
that.
that one is good.
Didn't quite
Oh
get
yeah,
there.
don't.
I don't think much
Don't
better.
let me
Thank you
forget.
so much. I'm excited to play that.
I just find it
The
interesting.
ghost, the ghost of.
I showed,
Ghost
I
of
showed
Tsushima.
Kristen into
I heard you
Man, I
need to
got-
play it
I
on
got bored
the,
of that.
I heard you need to play it on the lethal mode where everything, including you, dies in one or two
Yeah,
hits.
Oh, yeah.
And so you
I-
have
I
to
listed my
respect,
game.
you have to respect swords and blades and
Yeah.
deny.
literally at the
And
final
if
boss.
thing on stealth
2 years
becomes,
ago.
Those.
that's,
Yeah, you should keep those.
oh, I've heard
Like
that like
Mass
that's
Effect.
actually the way that.
Grrr, what?
That keeps things
lazy.
Do they
interesting.
not fit?
So realistic.
They didn't? Well, you should wear them a
I
lot.
think doing that kind of like helps you.
Yeah, we should do a photo shoot in those.
Don't like
Can we?
hacking and hitting someone 4 times with the same right sword, right? Like that kind of doesn't scan the same way as, oh, this is tense. If I miss a block, I can die.
Yeah.
Or, you know, it might take my one hit.
That's kind of thing.
If we just did like,
It's not just kind
I think that like
We're like, yeah, dude.
It's a difficult concept, but
You know, but
I have not liked
your
stuff
but
combat since AC3.
is that
Just like I
you know,
tried to
whatever
play
you
AC
get
on Odyssey, the one that's in the
sort of
ancient Greek
that's
world,
my favorite
story.
and I couldn't
Yeah.
finish it.
So it's
I
sort of
loved
like
it so much,
whatever you
but I
picked
was
was
so
the
bored
correct
to
one.
fucking
Right.
tears of
So
playing.
it
it,
kind
and
of
it's-
sort of
there
like
was too much
I
of
told you
it.
about the
And I played it for
indoctrination
60
theory.
fucking hours and I was halfway through the story and I was just like,
That makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense if you pick that in.
Yeah.
The thing is, if you pick one of the other endings, it doesn't seem like that
close to
was the
finishing
case.
it.
So I think it's one of those kind
I
of like,
wonder how they're gonna
It's the
carry
opposite.
on the story.
too many fucking huge eggs.
Yeah.
And it is the other thing
Oh, man, see, I
too.
like that. I like wandering
Really?
around.
They are
Oh,
going to
no,
other one.
and not even like all
So,
open world
like,
games.
I
I
don't
mean,
think you can
100
manage
hours
the show.
Yeah.
games, right? Like I just have too many of those. Like I have to finish Final Fantasy
I know
7
they are.
hours. I finished God of War Ragnarok.
Sorry,
And one more thing.
Is that any
Oh
good?
yeah, Fallout 3 was one of my.
Is Ragnarok any good?
Yeah.
It's more God of War 2018. Did you play 2018?
Yeah, it becomes
No.
weird because
You want-
I haven't.
You have to
played
do the
God
kinda
of War
like-
in, like, years.
Like,
Did you like the
if they're in it,
previous?
they have to be very
you like
ambiguous.
the PlayStation
because
one?
it's like,
Yeah.
Oh fuck, you
you
have to
can't
play
directly
it.
reference any choice.
I
hey,
will-
what's happening, y'all?
To
Like
play
they
it.
have to
We
completely
have a
be covered
PS4.
up.
I
You what,
have
John? I will-
Ragnarok.
I will give you my PS4.
Corner, what's happening?
Because I don't fucking play it. It runs at 30 FPS on the PS4.
That's
I
what's
don't know
happening.
how. It looks so good.
Yes, man.
It looks so
We're
fucking
gonna
good.
start in like 5
It
minutes.
We're gonna
looks
start in like 5 minutes.
it's like it's probably the best reboot ever.
God of War thing.
God of War
Yeah,
2018.
5 minutes.
It's
only.
cool how they continued. the
Oh,
story.
got you. Okay, right at 4.
It's,
Right?
it's yeah, so
Yeah.
he has a son now
Yes.
and he's trying to escape the Greek.
Makes sense. Cool.
Of course, that's the new book.
It's
And it's all like over the shoulder perspective and one shot. The entire game is one shot. Like it pans from over his shoulder to the scene
Right.
and then back to him. And like there's really cool uses of it.
Connor,
like
do you realize that you're about to be shouting at a lot of customers that work so well?
Gordon, and it pans to him on one side of the boat, and the boat is usually occupied by someone else. And it pans to him on one side of the boat, pans to the other side of the boat. Then Athena is sitting on the other side of the boat. She was not there when it panned in. And you're just like, oh shit! And she's like,
I did make some money, which is cool.
you know, like spooky visions.
And it's
So
never
they,
cuts away
it's
to a cinematic.
really
The
incredible.
cinematic just comes
And
in.
the, their
that's fine for
relationship
their
changes
two
over the course of the game. The writing is unbelievable. Super fun. Super fucking fun. Talk about lore dumps.
I love
And
it.
when you're traveling by boat between areas, there's literally a talking head that you have with him who talks about lore. And he has this outrageous fucking Scottish accent.
yeah,
He's going
all-
on about
all
the
the
lore and
voices in there
fucking
are so
Thor was up there doing this and that. And it's just like, ah, he's
like
fucking-
weirdly accurate depictions of the Norse gods too, as far as like
Yeah.
actual Norse gods.
No, they're
The
done
way
so
they should.
well. There's so much respect, but it's like a really weird crossover of the two mythologies. And so they're like
Oh, yeah, for sure.
kind of using it in a really unique way. Sort of like in the way that Hades did, where they like found a new
I love that movie.
characters and kind of writes it
Oh,
in
this is like my fourth time seeing it.
jealous mother or archetype.
No.
You know what I mean? And this
I showed this movie to Connor a long time ago.
this is
He hates it so much that he chose it for the movie club podcast because he wants to know if everyone else hates it.
I think he's trying to.
It's very split. Half the people hate it, half the people love it.
Yeah,
And
That's distracting.
yeah. Ooh, I don't like it.
it's like, you know, like
So funny.
kind of designed to be that way.
Like movies like
He's a
that.
part of
Well,
the
actually,
conversation.
it's like.
There you can see.
Oh,
But it's
Oh,
There's a Loney. There's a Loney.
He's making something.
There's a Loney. We have found that.
So Vicky, you've seen that already once too.
Yeah, I watched it when Connor watched it.
Chris is gonna
I'm
be so
so
glad I
sorry.
didn't make her watch that.
No wonder that went so slow.
It went slow the first time too, although faster.
Why does Carmen the Killjoys not want a fucking Fortnite?
That bad man, that shit. I think. What's
They were windows and I, but then you also said that like that you get better than
Okay. Sure.
I
Well,
just
I
have
see.
it already. It's just never
First
played.
one.
Let's go, what's the order?
No, not the one.
Yeah, but you should definitely put
They're
it.
going first?
The story is
They're going first.
Like, it comes out like a
So
bad-
that's all local bleed. He has no one after us.
Good, yeah.
So I'm just like-
Alright.
He needs someone after that.
It's like,
It
listen,
was,
if you want
it was
it,
fun to mention these like.
not really too much.
I need to look at that.
Like,
Talk
there's
about-
good
And
stuff.
what, like, might be going third?
Like, what have you done? Like side quests and other stuff to do. They're cool. It's
I
cool,
love
like
the
playing
movie
games like
with,
that.
like,
That's
the
cool.
title and
But you
everything.
can just get more story and it's amazing.
Game of draw?
No, I don't know anything about this. I
Red
stay
Dead Redemption.
completely out of it. I want nothing to do with it.
What'd you do?
I think they're starting.
You can talk to him about.
Starting, so you better be out of it.
What the fuck did you do?
She must hate movies.
Oh, definitely, that's what she was reacting to.
Yeah.
He was like, we're talking about this movie. She was like, ew,
I'm now,
gross.
I'm now off camera.
Totally
I'm off camera now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was
Oh,
bad. Yeah, you, no, you did it the wrong way.
Alex, if you sit on the couch and
Yeah.
squeeze in with Chance
Uh,
and David, then you can move the camera more to the left.
It doesn't need me in it.
You don't want to be in it either?
Stop fucking moving the camera, it was fine.
Yeah, stop. We had it, dude. Stop.
Alex,
Stop.
Alex, just pop
Stop.
your head into frame.
Can we see it again?
Hi.
And you do your best Werner Herzog.
You just get Vicky's
legs.
Well, here, you can split the difference, Alex, if you still want to see.
I'm
I'll be a talking foot.
I can't
I do want
imagine.
Vicky.
I'll just like
It's
move
fine.
my foot when I talk.
The new Muppet Show. The new Muppet Show is good, by
I feel like you fall out of frame if you sit back, though.
So,
Speed run.
everyone, welcome to Lazy Phalange's 5th edition of the Cinema Club. We are talking about my son, what have ye done? Recommended by Connor Spillane. It's his favorite movie, and we're all
it's
here
not.
to talk about it. Joining us from another realm, we have Mr. Josh Loney, and then off camera we have Vicky, and then over here we have Connor, David, Lazy, David,
I'm
Chance,
David.
and my name is Jeff.
David.
We're all David.
That's not the time.
David and David.
I'm David. No, I'm
David.
David.
No, I'm
No,
David.
no, I'm David.
No, I'm
David.
David. Before I hand it off to Mr. Phalanges, does anyone want to plug anything?
Yes.
Anyone want to talk about? something?
Yes.
week, right?
Actually, Tuesday
Tuesday,
at the American Legion Post 82, I think.
Rock
Winton,
Nights at the Legion.
Yeah. Winton is playing along with Connor Kelly and
Connor.
Time Warp.
Great bands.
Everyone should come. It's going to be a fucking banger.
Great
We
bands.
actually were releasing a single too
Fuck yeah.
called Red Light Runner, which is really
Yes.
it's a really fun-
Finally. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Wait.
I know.
It's
It's
still
a
not
fun-
released.
It's a fun tune with some additions by the esteemed Mike Fahey. You'll see when it comes out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Checks out. Checks out.
And then
Then-
Mr. Estes, yeah.
Yes, Thursday, my birthday jam on my birthday jam at Twisted Tea Garden up in Madison, DM for address, etc. But yeah, it is a benefit show for the Twisted Tea Garden. So it's a $5 suggested donation, but give what you can. They are coming up on the last couple shows at that place before they move on, and whatever they move on to, it's gonna, be some sort of. It's gonna be a while, I'm sure, before they find another house venue. But I'm lucky enough to be able to have a jam there because they love me, and we did this last year, and didn't take it so seriously, but this year we have a poster. It's all official. So yeah, come out and jam and
Oh, yeah.
support and love on those guys and love on that space while we still have it.
It's one of your last chances to go to Twisted Tea Garden.
Yeah, and see it at its most open and free flowing. You know, people were in and out all night last time, so the jam band.
Wait, why is it closing?
Ever evolving. In April, I believe, are going to be the last shows at the Twisted Tea Garden. They're moving on.
Why?
Yeah, they're moving on from the house, man. It's no longer going to be this venue after I think mid-April is when the last show will be. So.
Bummer.
I know, dude. It's been a hell of a run. I mean, it's gonna almost be 5 years by the time they tap out. You know, more than 4.5. It's about 4.5.
I didn't realize they didn't own it.
No, man, they've been renting the whole time. No.
Hardcore. They're not getting that security deposit back, dude.
Hunter, Hayden, and Ian lived there. Originally, it was Jeff and the 3 boys. And Jeff, Mr. Bjarnson was really the progenitor of the space. It was his, kind of driving force that had them start that place, and he's the one who did all the original branding and the art and stuff. So,
yeah, because all the art is all his, right?
But yeah, all that to say, Twisted Tea Garden, come support. They're awesome.
Oh yeah.
February 19th.
Chance, you got anything for?
We have shows coming up, but I'm waiting for my calendar.
I got it. We'll
time,
circle back to you.
I got it. I'm gonna because the next one will probably be after this. Anastasia Elliott tour starts on March 11th. Go to her socials if you want to find the poster. But we'll be in Atlanta, Birmingham, Dallas, Baton Rouge, a few other places.
Hell yeah.
So anyway,
That's what's
come
up.
check us out. Say hi.
And Bunny Roo, April 3rd at Eastside Bowl. We got Christian Northover. We got Bella on bass. We got Matthew Welby. We got Brother Dusty. We got Mossbed. We got Courtney Warner. Gonna be really fun. It's in the 58 room. As soon as you walk in, Eastside Bowl directly to your left. We'll have t-shirts. I just ordered 40 t-shirts. So
Shit.
Yeah.
Limited. She.
Lexi Mossbed from HR.
Yeah. Lexi Mossbed from HR.
Yes, he said that's.
Oh.
April 3rd. Yeah. So
that's her new thing. She doesn't work in HR anymore. Yeah. She's moved on from that corporate.
formerly
life.
of
Good for
HR.
her. Former Lexi, formerly of HR.
And with no further ado, let's talk about this movie.
Ooh.
Handing it over to Mr. Phalanges.
Well, I think the first question that needs to be asked is, Connor, you recommended it.
Well-
What have you done?
Yeah.
Nice.
What have
I
you
think
done?
I think recommended is a bit strong. I
Suggest.
look this whole day to me thus far has been a sanity check. I hate that movie deeply.
So you
really.
played us a movie about an insane person for your
Yes,
sanity check.
I did.
Got it? Okay.
which probably says a lot about me.
I was about to say, not a good first step.
But I just I needed, because Josh, Loney likes this movie. He showed it to me the first time and I was mad. I was so mad. It ended and I was like, Werner Herzog just wasted my time.
90 minutes, I'll never
and
get
I
back.
resent it.
Hours.
And look, my argument the entire time is even though I hate this movie, I think about it all the time. And art ideally is supposed to, provoke thought or invoke emotion. And it did both those things in me. I think about it all the time and I am mad. I'm mad. I couldn't believe that Loney made me watch that. I just the whole time kept asking myself, what the fuck is happening? And I think two things people said today summed it up perfectly, right? A, Lazy said after the movie that every scene from that movie is a really important scene from a different movie, which I think is brilliant. And Vicky
Yeah, it's awesome. That's what makes it so great.
We'll agree to disagree. Vicky said that that was the longest 90 minutes of her entire life, which I completely agree with.
Yeah.
Yep. Just something similar, Chance, right?
It dragged like crazy. I had looked at the runtime even beforehand, and it felt like time was the effect in the movie where he was like, "Didn't you feel it?" time, it stopped. I'm
You're like, yeah, you're right.
It fucking did. How does he know what's happening? I felt like he was speaking
Yeah,
directly
fourth
to
wall
me.
Yeah,
in that
breaking,
moment.
like,
Yeah.
this sucks, let me out of this.
Maybe
Chance,
that's
do you not think that that's an intentional,
That's ultimately what I need to know.
What's that, Josh?
is it not intentionally timed that he says that right after they go through the tunnel of time at the point in the movie when you're like, okay, we get it.
No,
Yeah.
no, this is your Charlie moment where you're pointing to the red string on the board. That's what.
No, it's very, I
That's
don't
what-
think Werner Herzog did anything about this movie unintentionally. And I think he intentionally does make it drag a little bit right at the end.
It dragged the
And
whole-
just as it starts dragging a little too much, they're like, all right, that's it. He just gives up. Like he there's not even like they don't ever give you a climax. What I realized watching it this time is that there are two ways to watch the movie. You can watch the movie as if you are Michael Shannon, or you can watch the movie as if you're one of the cops, right? And so if you're looking for like too much like literal plot or like something like exciting to happen.
Face it, Walter, there's no fucking connection.
Yeah.
No. So if you're waiting for that, then you're thinking about
Bad movie.
thinking like a cop. You're thinking like the cops are just waiting for the big firefight. They don't understand that this is not a conventional crime, that there aren't really any hostages, that the whole thing is a huge waste of the cop's time. Like he's really
And hours.
And mine.
I know. Well, has anyone ever wasted your time so masterfully? I mean, and
Yes.
so that's
I
the
think
thing
The
is
first time I watched that fucking movie.
Actually, I think most movies have wasted my time far better.
no, but they're not really wastes of time. Like there are literal moments in this movie where they just freeze into a sort of pseudo still life.
Except
And-
the lady couldn't stand still.
Some of the scenes were fun.
That's the point. Is it's like why is this happening?
The ostrich scene, the crazy racist.
I
ostrich
love
farmer,
when
like,
midget.
that was fun.
I
Like,
do think
I don't know.
I do think Josh is onto something though, because I
This
do
man
think
is
that
true.
there are subtler things like that they can't hold still is actually meaningful. Because it's like you can't
Oh,
you're
brother.
like, fucking move on.
Brilliant.
Well, look, I mean,
The thing is about people
breathtaking.
lost in a river, right? Like his best friends, the trauma that kind of sends him into madness and destiny, so to speak, is his friends are like
he hated those people.
consumed by a river, and a river is a
Definitely
famous
didn't
Greek
like
metaphor for time, right? And there's all
There
this.
was no connection that we had. We didn't feel his connection to those people at all.
No,
It
it
kind of
seemed like he
seemed
was
like he
just
was
on, like,
like,
a random
y'all
trip."
could all go and fuck off and die, and that wouldn't affect me at all. There was no scene of his catharsis of the psychotic break. We were just allowed to believe all of that and see the aftermath of it, I guess. But
But
again,
he's more recognizing that time is going to swallow you all, and that you're all going to die. It's a more existential kind of break than it is like, oh, my friends died.
And I'm okay with that as like a theme in film and stuff. I don't dislike that. Like it was just the way this was implemented was incredibly like I didn't feel related to any of these people. Like I didn't sympathize with any of these people. Like the one person that I wanted to know about the most was her. Like, why on
Yes.
earth are you still with this? Like,
Right.
she seems so tolerant and like sympathetic for him, and I just didn't.
that's
understand
why I
that
thought
at
it
all.
was just critique on dating and critique on relationships.
And I wanted to
that
see
she
his
was just,
friends
like,
go down
so
the river.
insistent.
Honestly, I wanted to see that in the movie. I was hoping that we would
Well,
get
look,
some-
I do think there's an element to it though where all of the flashbacks and everything is framed as someone else telling you.
Okay.
So you don't ever actually believe them.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
And you also get this thing about like everyone's so surprised, I can't believe he did this. And that's like the director of the play is like, yeah, he said this crazy thing to me.
A couple days ago about killing and stabbing his mother. Yeah.
Well, it's like, I wonder why.
What could he have meant?
I wonder why he killed
This
his
is so
mom.
shocking. And
Each,
it's like,
each time,
And
each
they
time that
seem
happened, I was
so
just like,
mystified.
"Ugh."
But they would say stuff to the detective,
I
and it's
think-
like, how did you not make that connection?
Well,
well, I think
Also,
that kind of plays to Josh's point where it's like, if you view it as the cop, which is kind of how the movie is,
Uh-huh.
it's all this like, yeah, I don't feel any connection to this. And you're like, yeah, none of these people had any connection. Like if you
Thanks,
listen to them
Walter.
Say
talking,
la vie, lazy. Say la vie.
Well,
Yeah.
look, I think like
Cause like, well, I do want to touch on one thing you said real quick, and then we'll get
Sorry,
started. I don't think that him losing his friend was his psychotic break because they mentioned stuff with like, oh, I cried in that room for years before it was remodeled when I was a child.
Okay.
It's just like they're just like, oh, this thing. Well, when I knew him, this thing happened, so that's
Right.
important to me.
Okay, so now I am still grasping for why the trip and losing those people was meaningful at all.
None
If
of
it
it.
wasn't, if it
He was
wasn't
one. He was
catalyst-
one of them. He was like them before that, and then he had a realization that life is not a game. Listen to the voice of God, and the voice of God told him that he should, pray to oatmeal and, buy every house on the corner. And
Yeah, so clearly that was a moment of his mental state deteriorating, and that was like
He was already fucked up.
an event. Right, he was already fucked in the head, and then had this, because that's always the way that psychosis is onset. There is a predilection for it, usually genetic, and then there's an incident. There's like an incident that happens, an inciting incident, where there is a break, and after that, you get disordered behavior, and you get, mean voices.
I think you have to remember this movie's made by like a crazy German guy.
Well, sure. So he would know about delusion.
Oh, that-
There's,
that
but there's
makes
a
it
very
good.
specifically German
I
kind of.
didn't know that. That makes it good.
Well, okay, like,
But there really is like a very like clearly German sort of like approach to the existential, situation. And it's a very European film, to be honest, and in that it's kind of like intentionally flouting traditional narrative, and instead it's kind of giving you this visual poem and this chain of, like, the first shot is of a train, right? In the movie kind of acts like a train, where you just have all these different cars that you go into, and each of them evokes a different emotion, and it's a little bit more like a symphony with different acts than it is like trying to actually tell a coherent narrative story.
well, I mean, this is why I wanted other people to watch it, right? Because like, to me, like, we've all seen movies before,
Sure,
right?
been there.
Yeah, you're doing a movie club, you've seen movies.
I've heard of that.
Yeah,
How many now?
like,
I've seen 5 whole movies.
This is the 5th movie.
Real
I mean, like,
connoisseur.
arguably the fact that like we're having to sift through this pile of shit to look for all these meanings means it was not a good movie. Like, it's just, I don't need to
Should
be,
Yeah.
you enjoy movies?
yes,
No.
well,
No,
Look,
you should.
I enjoyed the hell out of
while
this
you are
movie.
being actively hurt.
well, then this was a great movie.
And that's why Josh likes it, also because it is a train, right? So the movie is a train,
A runaway train?
right? No, just any
Subtle
kind of,
reference to autism.
any kind of, no, overt, overt and clear, overt and clear.
But the
Yeah.
journalist said it's a runaway train.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, no, yeah. No, there's a line as well, and that's like the credit drop, right?
Holy
It's like,
shit.
They said the name of the
He
movie.
said.
He actually said it.
Look, I don't know. I just think like there's a reason Chance and I were talking about this, right? Like there's a reason that song structure exists in pop music because it works. Now, does that mean you shouldn't try and subtly attack it in different ways to make it interesting? No, but also like if you just wrote a song that has like 15 different parts and none of them flow together, you just like cut this up and mashed it. Like nobody's gonna be like, oh, cool, I know what's going on. Cool song, man. They're gonna be
But
like,
someone will.
Have you ever listened to
like,
106 Never?
Someone will come along though and try to make meaning out of it, which is like a deeply human thing that I love and also love thinking about. That like you can find meaning in anything. You can look at that Jackson Pollock painting and being like, well, if I turn my head this way, it reminds
looks
me
like
of my
fun,
dead
but-
grandma because of
But
the.
that's what
And
I
it's like,
said,
can we
it comes
just?
back to the fact that we're seeking it right now.
You're
Like,
seeking
trying
it
to-
out.
Sort of
But
in like
the fact
the
that we have to
audience
look
of the
for it
art
this hard
style.
makes it not
Right?
right.
So it's like, no, it was a bad movie. It was a great audience that figured out a way to make this movie.
I had a great time.
A lot of it
Yeah.
It's a great audience.
intentionally off-putting. The sound design was intentionally off-putting. Like the
I like
score
the
was
soundtrack
weird,
worked with
but yeah, but even like the ostrich stuff, it was like it
And the
was grating,
acting, the awkward acting.
Oh, there
super
was-
awkward, super flat. Clearly, he was.
Oh, I love the acting.
That regard.
I
He
do
was.
agree.
You need to be flatter. You need to be less obtrusive. Yeah, like
Right,
some-
yeah.
Kind of to y'all's point
Did he
about like
intentionally make it bad?
the
Seems like.
really good audience versus good movie. It's like that's my takeaway from this movie is it was a bonding experience for us all.
Totally.
Well,
We
so-
got
so-
to hang out. and
But
it
like,
was
I
fun.
feel like that is
The
an
meaning was
admission.
friendship.
Yeah.
I feel like if you
The real my son, what have you done was a friend we made along.
I just feel like that is admitting it's not a good movie. We can have
Yeah.
a great time listening to bad music.
Yeah.
We can have a great time.
I mean,
eating
define a good
trash
movie
food
for
or
one, but also like I think that the comparison to song structure is interesting because
Yeah.
I mean, you're right, but like, let's say the movie's a song, uh, expecting this movie or judging this movie by a pop song standard and being like, well, it didn't have a traditional song structure is kind of like being the cop instead of Michael Shannon in the metaphor I used earlier. Like, yeah, like you could expect it to be conventional, but it's very intentionally trying to be like, you ever listen to music, like abstract music, that's just kind of like described as like, it's like a sound poem, you know?
Yeah,
And it's just like 5 minutes of white noise just cascading over itself.
All right, so here's the core of that for me. It's really hard to do abstract music in a way that's compelling because a lot of it is just cool. This is a wall of noise. And so I think that while I hear your point, I think I feel the same way about a lot of ambient music that I do about art films like these, wherein you can engage in listening to a drone set and be like, yes, I feel what he's going for, and this scene means this, right? But like, also I could just engage with an ambient piece that lifts me up and I like immediately feel something, right? Like, and I could think of one right now.
But
like,
this movie definitely makes you feel something.
well, no, but do you know what I mean? Like, one requires me to think and one doesn't. And personally, where I draw the line with art is that art is made, it's made to help me feel something. It's a conduit to help me feel something.
Look, my point is.
Do you not think this movie made you think
about
though?
it to access that?
My point is the best art manages to do everything that you want it to do. There is abstract in there. There's also a structure that makes sense to everyone.
That's what I'm
if you
trying to
wanna look
say.
at it that way. This
So,
didn't
like,
achieve that. Thank you.
No, this
within a
does
piece
not.
of art like a movie that makes you feel something, there is also abstract storytelling going on. Like, I could think of an animated film right now that has these vignettes about 5 minutes long sometimes that are snapshot, 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 and you start to see characters coming through, but like it hits it all at you non-linearly. Here's this character as a baby. Here's this character like going through a divorce. Here's this character in high school. Oh wait, they're back to being a kid. Like it's like flash, 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 flash. So like I love that shit, but like those scenes are like deeply emotional. I'm like crying as I'm watching that.
Right.
Like
Now,
the
you
soundtrack
didn't
is like
feel that in
swelling
this,
and like and just like it's flashing and it's so evocative. Like immediately you're pulled into that feeling. So like I love looking for meaning, I guess is my point here.
Yeah.
But like I feel like good art just lifts you into the feeling, and then after that you're trying to process what you felt and be like, oh, and it was a non-traditional or non-linear, but it should be within a good
Well, that's where the art happens.
Right.
It should be within
I
a
love
good
I love
movie.
That's to me is where the art happens. Right? Like,
Yeah.
Just not, it was so
It
flat, like
has-
emotionally.
And that's
flat.
why it has to be performed well, shot well, written well. For all those things to get out of your way. Like that's where I consider writing to be good. It gets out of the way of the feeling. It gets out of the way of the plot. It gets out of the way of the
And
character.
this feels intentional. It feels like this whole thing was intentionally made that
It feels
way
like
to be just-
intentional.
Yeah, it's well thought out.
But well, sure. Okay, so I guess the real
I
argument
disagree.
is
I don't think it was.
I mean,
You
it,
can
it feels like it was
intentionally-
thought out, but I don't know about well.
You
Like,
can
it
thought
feels
out,
like there was
yeah.
an intention from the director and like whoever wrote this point of view to tell this particular story this particular way. Like
Yeah.
that was definitely their intention.
I can see that.
But why?
I can
Like,
see what
I didn't
Loney
know-
sees
yeah.
there, but I don't
Make you
find
upset.
it good.
Right, and like you said, the emotions that you you've thought about this. I mean, you've talked to me about this multiple times for months. So
Yeah.
I get it. It's burned into my brain
Okay,
now
okay.
too. So
So
Yeah,
so
it's an
where-
unforgettable experience. And how many people can really say that how many movies can you say are like that?
that's true.
I've seen a few.
That's why I wanted
You
everyone
know-
to watch it, because like, again, I think about this all the time.
But you don't hate watch movies.
No,
Mm-mm.
because I'm like,
It's-
cool, you've told me it sucks, now I don't have to waste my time.
It's
Thank you.
kind of like going to
Great.
a museum and seeing a painting where you're like, fuck, I hate that. Although I didn't hate it, but like, and then your friend is like, no, I love it. And you're just like, whatever. But then like 2 years later, you still remember seeing that painting. Like, well, at the very least, you can't claim that the painting doesn't belong in the museum because it did leave more of an impression than 70 of the other fucking
Yeah,
paintings.
but I don't.
That's actually a really good
But
point.
this is more like a banana nail tool.
What's his name? What's his name?
So I agree with this point, but this is also an admission that this movie is bad. So this is your second.
To some
admission
people,
that the
I don't
movie
think
is
it's a
bad.
universal.
Well,
It's not ET,
Well,
right?
let
It's
the
not like a
record
universal hit, but it's definitely a movie that I fucking loved and
you're allowed to
enjoy.
like bad
And
art.
I honestly think like there are like really interesting moments of it philosophically, like when he talks about the like the shot of him looking at the river upside down and him talking about the chain of pain and the Greek tragedy and the Tunnel of Time. Like there are these great moments of it that like have genuine depth. And then when you pair those with the sort of like inane and like goofy bullshit, it really does add up to like this one very unique and, in my opinion, enjoyable watch. Like I've never once felt I was suffering through it. Every time I watch it, I'm like,
But
fuck
Your
yeah. this
brain
is
is
awesome.
broken.
the,
Wow.
like, the cool thing and any significant commentary just gets lost in
Yeah.
how absurd it is.
It
Like,
doesn't do
If
anything.
he
with it.
had anything to say, like, it's lost on me because of how absurd it is.
Same. It
Is
does
that life?
nothing.
Isn't
I
life
took-
absurd?
I took away that Werner Herzog is stilted and meandering.
Thank you.
And every time you hear him speak, it's like, yep.
Yep, that
Yeah.
sucked. Yeah, that's right.
It might have been compelling. There probably was something in there, but like, what?
Has
Listen,
anyone seen
I
any
love
other
Hobbs.
Werner Herzog movies?
Okay.
But then he's like, I have to talk to you about basketball, and you're like, okay.
I love fucking.
Yeah.
I love.
I love that
bitter
scene. That's a great
flavors.
scene.
Bitter flavors are objectively bad, but I love them.
Yeah.
That's
I like
fine,
that.
right?
Dude, the basketball scene is so well acted, and it's a hilarious commentary on his acting where like he does this very fake, terrible acting when he does the thing, and then he delivers this amazing monologue about when he played basketball and he crushes it.
certainly
Michael
amazing.
Shannon does. And at that point, the director then is just like, fuck it, get back to your place. Like that's a funny comment on traditional theater and people's unwillingness to go outside the box.
So what part of
It
the
was-
train
it
is
was
that? Is that the
foreshadowing
dining
also.
cart? Is that the caboose?
We're not, no, it's like, it's
The
3/4 of the way through the
Oh,
movie.
okay, all right.
The
Still trying to
basketball
follow the
scene
train,
was
though.
foreshadowed also.
The caboose is the last scene.
Talking about basketball.
We also talked about if you're on stage, if you're doing these plays, you must either be. and then
Right.
I
Oh
play
yeah.
basketball.
Oh yeah. The deep homophobia in that scene.
Or,
That
he
was
said,
fun.
or if you're black with an attitude.
Oof.
And
Yeah.
the next time you
Yeah.
see him on stage, you talk about how he used to
Uncle
play
Ted.
basketball.
Uncle
Those are
Ted
some
for most
wild lines
cancelable
for Riot,
character
like,
of
somebody
the year.
I will say, while this was not directed by David Lynch, this is an honorary David Lynch film. It
Interesting.
had that
Absolutely.
vibe.
It's like if David Lynch got kicked in the head by a mule.
It has so many
Yeah.
references to him too. You have
Sun State. the-
Again, that was
No, but
directed by.
that's the cool thing.
I
It has
never
the
feel like
skills
like
to save my
David
time. Those shots are beautiful. They just took way too long and didn't have a point, but they're
That's
beautiful.
almost worse. Take the artful delivery and give me nothing. Right? I mean, that's almost
kind
worse.
of agree.
Wrap up this shit in really good looking prep
Yeah.
paper.
Okay,
Like,
that was-
like, what are we doing?
That was directed by his cousin, Vinny Lynch.
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
a great
I
punk
mean,
rock film.
oof.
I was talking to Winton yesterday about Wild at Heart.
Uh-huh.
Y'all seen that movie?
Yeah, I love it.
And he was saying
You love that, but you hate this?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Crazy.
different.
Will
Totally different.
Yeah, you have bad taste.
we were talking about how Willem Dafoe like sells every role he's in.
Yeah.
He just kills every fucking role that he's in.
Except this.
I feel no man,
Yeah,
like
thought he did.
I feel like he landed exactly what he was supposed to do.
I just didn't feel like anyone was acting.
This was the most accurate depiction of police work I've ever seen in a film.
They were terrible.
That was fire.
That's not surreal. That's how police are.
Oh, Michael Pena's plans. He's like, we should get sleeping pills and put it in the pizza.
Yeah, there's always
And
some
then-
idiot fucking junior cop. Like,
All
shut the
his
fuck
plans-
up.
All his plans were great.
Shut up and get me.
What's
done.
funny is that plan. So that's a great example of like when I say you can watch it like a police officer, or you can watch it like the director or whatever, which is like, when he gives this plan, like that is like a great plan. You don't know who the hostages are. You need to subdue this guy without any violence. Like, why wouldn't you try that? And he immediately dismisses it. He's like, sorry, Fuegos or Vargas, that's not gonna work. And it's like, why isn't it gonna work? No reason. He never gives a reason why it is. If what it won't work. Well, we're just not even gonna try it. But and what he's really doing is he's acting as a proxy for the director, just being like, sorry, this isn't that kind of movie. We don't let things happen in this movie. And yet, still, if you think about it, a lot does happen. On
This
a
isn't one of
fucking-
those good.
This is one of those films where things happen.
Yeah,
A lot of things do happen.
Except for the
Think
Eagles
about
and
it, like,
Dragons.
you
Stop right
Dragons
there.
was really fun.
Only
I
good part of
think-
the film.
I
Okay.
like that.
A lot of things happen in terms of like developing like who is this character, what does he represent, what is the world that he lives in? What is meaning and what is purpose as a human being in modern society? Like, there's a lot that does happen kind of under the surface, but it's all under a surface of not much happening.
Yeah.
What was that shit about Vietnam, man?
Do you think
It's definitely it's not a movie for everybody, but I think it's kind of brilliant. And every time I see it, I'm like, fuck yeah,
Simply brilliant.
Do you think it kind of go off what Josh was saying? Do you think it improves the movie if you view it as like you're not supposed to be viewing it as the cops trying to figure out this guy? You're supposed to be viewing it as this is about the cops.
I just feel like this
All of it's them talking, all of it's them not really doing anything.
After watching that
It's
for a
like-
second time, I'm not sure you should be doing it at all.
Yeah.
I like what you're saying though, is like, this is less about the guy with the hostage situation and more about how the police handle things.
No, it's not about that I can see that. It's because they didn't even find out who was in the house. Like, they're like, he's got hostages, and they're like, all the neighbors are
Yeah, but
accounted for.
that's how police.
Right.
But this is
So,
so like,
yeah, I could see that.
like they're interviewing
What
these
you're saying.
people, they're telling them these stories. That part way into the story, it's like, what does this have to do with anything?
Yeah.
Right. Part of the
Actually-
way to the story, you realize, oh, he's insane.
And then
Right.
the
Yeah.
opening, why is Defoe interviewing these people like
For so long.
for so
For
long,
so long.
but so dismissive of an actual plan to do anything?
Like I
And
just
Willem Dafoe in the opening scene when they're in the car when he's with
that's descriptive.
The
I
other
was
guy.
along for that.
he said I sometimes I don't know what's worse, like the criminals or us, the police.
Okay.
And then it kind of like the rest of the movie, the police are
Shows-
so incompetent.
Shows all the red
Okay.
tape. Well, it's really all the red tape and protocol.
So
Yeah.
it's a commentary on
I
police.
can
This
see
movie
that.
is a
Yeah.
commentary on police.
Okay,
Okay,
what
if-
it's actually really fucking.
One
It's
of the
simply
things-
brilliant.
Simply
One of the
brilliant
things that
social
kept standing
critique.
out to me is everybody he's talking to seems more insane than the guy that they're saying is insane. Like that director seems just as insane.
They all seem off. Yeah, that's
The
true too.
police officer seems
Because
just
they're
as
all accommodating someone who is insane.
And they were
right.
incredibly accommoting to him.
But they're,
Yes.
but they're
But that's what happens when you
in
have
a
an
way
insane
where
person.
they're ignoring what he's doing.
Right.
You know what my favorite?
But that is kind of what
Um,
happens with insane people in your life. You give them credit. You extend shadow of a doubt where
Yeah.
they shouldn't need it because you're acting as if they will make rational decisions and have rational thoughts, but they don't.
You know what I love about this movie too is technically it's based on a true story
What's the true story?
about a guy who killed his mother with a sword.
Happened in like 1979.
It's a real like that's where he got the idea was he read a news story about a guy killing. So I just think like when you think about like this weird existential like head trip of a movie, and then you realize like Werner Herzog, I bet you money if you asked him like what's it about, he's like it's based on a true story. Like I think he would really fucking. I feel like that's a big part of the puzzle is like, yes, it's true for all of us. Is life not shit?
I think my favorite part rewatching it was like when they're telling his friends and like the people he knew that he killed his mother, and they're all like, "He killed his mother." Well, we were doing this play where you kill your mother with a
Yeah.
sword.
God, it
But
just
we can't believe that he did that. Why would he
They're
kill his
so
mother with a
not,
sword?
they're not connecting the dots.
there's
like at
no
all.
emotional holy shit moment that
No.
they should have. There's no, oh God, he was acting it out.
makes
There's no,
perfect sense,
oh my
yeah.
God, we were a part of facilitating this. There's no
It's very-
horror.
it's very-
There's
it's
no
very like, oh yeah, by the way, this has nothing to do with it, but
right.
we were doing
Oh,
this
isn't that
play.
interesting? Because we were doing this play, right? Where he acts out killing his mother, and then his girlfriend acts as his mother in the play, and he kills his
And he's still
girlfriend in
got
the
sword,
play.
like,
Isn't
It's
that
cocky,
weird?
no?
Just, like all of these
Man.
things could be used in a competent film that works to deliver all of these highfalutin ideas you're trying to explain in a way that would actually come across to
Oh, yeah.
audiences.
It does
It-
feel like
instead
it
of
could have
being
been a better
obtuse,
movie.
Yeah.
Like it could use all of
Yeah.
these things in a way that could deliver it
It's one
in
of
a way
those-
that is accessible for people
it's a
instead
weird
of
thing. It's like it's frustrating.
just-
It's
it's
frustrating
odd.
because it could have been so much better.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Like it's
it's
odd
like
to defend it because it was done in a way to be obtuse and not easily understood.
Yeah.
But if it's trying to communicate something complex, wouldn't it be better to do it well?
Yeah, I think it failed big time.
Big time.
Exactly,
So
yeah.
like the stretching to like and contorting yourself in every possible way to defend this film just
Why don't
feels odd, and it feels like a way to explain and
I don't
like,
think it's about
conclusion
defending the
shot.
film in its entirety, though.
No, I mean what Lonnie's been saying. You know what I mean? To
Well,
be like,
he just liked this movie.
well, I know, but it just sort of is irrational to me in a way that I'm trying to understand.
Look,
Really,
I like bad stuff too. Like my point in watching this wasn't like Loney's wrong. I was just like, yo, I can't wrap my head around this.
but like Loney is
Am
trying to
I
say that
alone
it's
in
good.
this?
Well,
Right, and that was their,
And
that
that's
was their back
insane.
and forth as friends. It's like
I mean,
Loney
that's
liked it, he
valid.
didn't like it, he couldn't understand, maybe he thought it was something with.
Maybe
I
I'm-
think
maybe
it's
I'm
it's
stupid.
interesting.
Right, no,
I
you're
think
not.
it's interesting.
I'm glad that we had this
I
experience.
think the things that you're bringing up, Josh, are interesting in terms of the nonlinearity and showing, not telling, the insanity, and all of those things
Yeah.
were interesting to me until I got zero payoff for them. They were
Right.
used in zero interesting ways, and they were used in no way to make me feel anything or experience someone else's feeling. And I wound up at the end of the film having a better language for what I want out of a film because I got none of it. I got none of it here.
Well, look, and
So
this-
it's
this was my-
ridiculous to
this was
me.
my-
So watching this movie
This
made
is the
you
anger
grow as
that
a
I
person.
feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I grew as a film watcher,
That sounds-
knowing what I don't want in the
That
film.
sounds like a really good movie.
That
That's
sounds
fair,
great.
yeah.
This was my original.
Oh.
This is my original point though. Like I
Eat
just
your
felt
vegetables at
like-
fucking film.
Werner Herzog set out to waste my time, and he did so very effectively.
He
Yeah, he's
artfully
great at it.
wasted my time.
I
I
great-
hated
waste your time amazing.
But the song be bad, you know?
Yeah, it's the same thing about a bad song or a song that is good but not sung well.
Or like.
And it's like, wouldn't it be better if he could sing?
Yes.
Yes!
You're like
I would
somebody
love a Bob
that
Dylan.
covers
Bob
it.
Dylan, I was.
Or Wayne Coyne of the Flaming Lips.
Don't
Wayne
fucking
Coyne of the Flaming
literally
Lips.
read my
I would
mouth.
love the Flaming Lips far better if he could sing. I
This is
love
the
the Flaming
Bob
Lips.
Dylan.
Thank you.
of
I
films.
capital LOVE love the Flaming Lips.
I do
I may
too.
see them this year. I'm thinking about going to Levitation to see
Okay,
them.
see, man, that's where they're from.
Holy fuck.
They
But
put on
like,
the best
love their
shows.
records. God, seeing
Yeah,
them
Wayne-
live is a
Wayne-
trial.
Wayne
Certain
is
songs
not
seeing
a
them live
great
is a trial, man. It would be much better if Wayne Coyne could sing.
Don't come at me.
You know, no, I love them
Yeah.
forever,
I
forever.
do too.
It would be much better if Wayne Coyne could sing. It's not more artful that he's out of tune.
Their lives are-
It's,
they're awesome.
it's just, I don't get any more. I could make a deep connection that him singing out of tune is so personal and raw, man. He's just like me. He just like me, though. You know, it's like, no, I sing in tune. Like he ain't like he not like us.
That's what I mean. Like,
Have you ever seen Andy Warhol's Frankenstein?
What's that?
Have you ever seen Andy Warhol's Frankenstein?
Oh God, no.
I've
Actually,
seen
no.
Mel Brooks Frankenstein?
Yeah.
No, that movie's good. Andy Warhol's Frankenstein, I hate it, but I get like there are people who like it, but like it's a very similar sort of thing where it's like intentionally flouting convention and just like everyone in the Frankenstein story, of course, is like a gay sexual pervert and like
Checks out.
the effects are terrible and it's one of those things where I think that I've always appreciated and I think it's a very specifically modernist into postmodernism form of art. Like you really don't get I think mass media has to be necessary for it, to be honest, but you don't really get it until like you get like the Impressionists and stuff in France in like the late 1800s, early 1900s, where people just started intentionally making art that like they didn't give a shit if you got it or not. And so for me, it's
I don't think that's what impressionism is. But
absolutely is what it is. If you look at Matisse, like he intentionally was doing things to piss off the Academy, right? And if
Sure.
you look at like Picasso, he's a great example of someone who like he's classically trained. He can actually paint just as good as Raphael or any classical master if you look at his early stuff. And he just starts intentionally breaking it down in different ways that are interesting to him. Although some of it is also them smelling their own farts, right?
always.
And I'm not denying that Werner Herzog's totally smelling his own farts with this movie, but it's just a very like there's a
He's
specific
making me smell it, too.
branch of artistry
And when-
I
that
don't
is
think this
designed
is the
to
same
be
thing as-
polarizing.
This is nowhere near Picasso.
I don't think this is
I
like
don't think
Picasso
that's
going
an-
abstract.
Really?
No,
Have you
because when he
seen some
does
of
that, it's
Picasso's
still
worst paintings? Some of
good.
his paintings are terrible.
But it still makes you feel
Feels
something
awesome.
and is a competent painting in that same way.
I also do
I think
think
it's a bit of
There's a Picasso
Josh's
painting.
point, this movie's very intentional, even if it is bad, but it's very intentional.
That's true.
No, like I appreciate
Like,
that.
It's not someone where I'm like, oh, he messed up this shot.
Right, no.
It's like, no, it's exactly what he
You
wanted.
really wanted
But
us to see
offends
that
me
fucking
more.
garage.
This acting,
That guy
perfect.
clearly.
It's competency, great acting. You can tell that's exactly what he wanted.
The acting
perfectly
was,
what he wanted.
the acting was incredible. The acting was really good. Because
Brilliant.
it's like brilliant. Simply
I
brilliant.
love the acting, dude. I think
The acting
Michael
is
Shannon rocks.
it's so stiff and like it's so robotic on purpose.
Yeah.
And if that's the role you're assigned, they nailed it. Like,
yeah.
yeah, it's like hands you a script and it's like be robotic and
No, don't act. Just read
don't
this.
talk
Just
like
read this.
don't talk like a person.
Just
It's
read
like
this.
I got you.
Got you, bro.
They
Gotcha.
fucking nailed it. They fucking nailed it.
That does not help me enjoy the film, reckon with its ideas. I see no upsides, right? I'm struggling to see an upside. So yeah, it definitely makes me want to see better films, so I can have a good time.
Have y'all ever seen other
Enjoy
Werner
the
Herzog
time
movies?
watching.
It makes me want to see a better Werner Herzog movie, because this
Same.
is one of his that I've ever
Wouldn't
seen.
it be great if he made art that was good?
This is the first one of his films I've seen. So.
Well, this is the first one of his
That's-
films.
You never saw Aguirre, The Wrath of God?
No,
No,
Oh, shit's so fucking cool.
no,
I believe it.
Fucking
John,
awesome, dude.
Have
But
I seen
now-
that with you?
But now you have
I'm
second
about.
opinion.
I'm kind
What-
of
what was that, Connor?
but verify state with you in terms of recommending movies now. Definitely
Connor,
there.
Connor, is that movie good?
I don't know. I'm wondering if I've seen that with Josh. Josh, have I seen that other movie?
It's with Klaus Kinski on a boat in the Amazon.
I've heard of that. but I've
Possible.
never seen
It's so fucking sick, dude. It's a great movie. And then Fitzcarraldo, and he did a version of Nosferatu that's great. You and your dad would like Rescue Dawn. It's a great like Vietnam War movie about POWs. You know, I don't know. He made a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, probably his Nosferatu.
Grizzly Man.
I feel like I've seen Grizzly Man.
Yeah, I feel like that's it's his biggest hit, even though it's a documentary.
Is that like Encino Man?
Dude, next we should watch The Truth About Charlie.
Movie's amazing.
No.
Wait, what's that?
Yeah, this is why I'm skeptical.
Any movie that Connor recommends, we will watch.
Okay, look,
It will turn into B movie night.
The
is
truth,
what's gonna
the
happen.
truth about Charlie was won by
Oh.
Jonathan Demme.
Jonathan Demme, yeah.
Who's an amazing director.
Top 3 directors for me.
And so
Only
Vicky and
17.
I midway through this movie, Vicky leans over to me and goes like, "Is this dog shit?" I'm like, and I'm like, "Oh my god, this is dog shit, right?" I thought maybe I just didn't get it. And she's like, "No, this is like the worst thing I've ever seen." And we were like, "All right, hold on, Josh. Like, what the fuck is happening?"
Literally always based. Name a time. Name a time.
That movie, Connor, you just don't like movies that have a highly European sense of avant-garde because
Yeah, Connor.
That
tell
movie-
us it takes a high IQ. I'm waiting for it. Tell us it takes
it's
a high
not about
IQ.
IQ.
Yeah, yeah.
Connor has a very high IQ. It's,
So like,
it's
I love the
The
man.
truth about Charlie, European avant-garde.
I love
yeah, absolutely. It's paying a lot of homage to French new
You
wave.
just don't like bad movies.
Yeah,
Yeah, what the fuck, man?
I love the Manchurian Candidate. Like, that's an amazing movie.
They're very similar movies.
Or the desert one.
But The Truth About Charlie is just
Yeah.
like,
Love that one.
Someone in the desert. What is
Just about
Yeah,
Charlie.
yeah,
Every
dude.
shot is brilliant.
Yeah, David Lynch is doing.
Every shot of The Truth About Charlie.
I want to see that now.
Fucking rocks,
Give that to
dude.
me now.
but The Truth About Charlie, amazing cast, like amazing cast. And Matt Damon, at one point,
Not Matt Damon.
no, isn't it Matt Damon?
No, he's not in it.
The Truth
Mark
About-
Wahlberg. Is that who you're thinking of?
Oh,
That's the same
Marky
guy.
Mark.
Close enough.
Marky Mark.
Close
Yeah, yeah, it's the
They're
same.
the same.
Looks
They're the
looks
same
They're the
picture.
person.
looks at the female character and goes, "What? Me? No."
That's
Yeah,
what
well,
the-
that's the whole point of casting Mark Wahlberg. This is one of the things that makes the movie brilliant. Is he's a liar, he's a dishonest character, and so they cast a bad actor as a character you're not supposed to believe.
That's such a burn. Holy shit.
That's a fucking, but that's so intentionally what they're doing. Like
Yeah. Yeah, like
sometimes that's a very French thing to do. Again, like to intentionally cast a bad actor to prove the point of the character in a sense. And so one of the things I love about that movie is that Mark Wahlberg fucking sucks in it, and the director knows he sucks, and it adds to the fucking atmosphere of the film.
No, seems like coke, but I guess I'll have to take your word.
No, it's really good. It's
I
It's alright.
I know The Truth
It's
About
bad,
Charlie
bro.
was
Trust me, bro. Just listen to me, bro. Just one more bad movie, bro.
I don't.
It
No one
sucks,
needs to
and
believe
the structure's
anything.
really bad, and you'll hate it, and the dialogue's unbelievable. Just one more
But
90-minute
there's
B
something
movie,
to
bro. I swear, it's so artful, bro. You're gonna love it.
Here's the
Please.
thing: if there's a movie where everything in it is very clearly intentional, and everything in it is very well done. Like these people are good at their jobs. Like in Truth About Charlie, every shot, much more even than this movie, is fucking like so well done. Like the fucking cinematography is just insane, and you have a top flight cast and a top flight Oscar winning legendary director, and it's based on this like old classic film, so you know the story's good. And there's this one element that just seems like bizarrely off. You can either assume that like all these people who really know what they're doing, right? Just fucking like, you know, if you listen to a Frank Zappa song and he has an accidental note, you could be like, oh, he played a wrong note. Or you could think like, or he didn't give a shit that it was a wrong note. He wanted it in there for a reason, you know? So there's a lot of these movies
There's a lot to respond to there.
that are intentionally doing things and they're forcing you to think about why they've done them. And that's kind of the point. But
I would rather that they put all that effort towards making something that I would enjoy, have a good time experiencing.
I mean, that movie's fun as hell, dude.
That's what
what
the
offends
point.
me.
Is it entertaining? Like, was I entertained by this film or
Are
any
you
film
not
or art or
entertained?
music or whatever in one way or another? You know, it doesn't have to be something that I necessarily like or enjoy, but like
Totally.
entertainment.
Catharsis isn't always entertaining.
Right,
You know?
right.
Like, that can be very deep on
And
another
that's
level.
not what I'm always looking for. But
See,
there was
that's
just
true. Like
nothing out of
beginning
this
of
that I
Inglorious
loved.
Bastards, right? Do I enjoy that scene where that Nazi is grilling that man?
Right.
Like enjoy? No.
Right.
But at the end of it, it's such a profound use of tension that is then released that it just makes it one of those iconic openings in like, I mean, in movies that I've seen.
Whereas like my son, what have you done was like a never ending hand job with sandpaper.
Yes, that is an excellent analogy.
Yeah, like it's
Art
never
form.
going to get me off. Why are you still doing it?
And it never got
To hurt
better
you.
or
To hurt me.
God.
Oh, you've really done this so
Because
well.
he's German, dude.
Yeah,
That sounds very good.
It does sound very German.
Yeah,
I
German
suppose,
content.
you know, we
I'd
who
rather-
are we to kink shame Josh for liking this movie, okay? Who are we to yuck his
Yeah.
yum for
You're-
wanting pain?
You're so right.
I mean, come on. I'm just such a fucking puritanical bitch over here wanting to enjoy what I watch.
Puritan oak.
That's really.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm
Quaker.
really
That
eating
was
the
great.
Puritan oats over
They
here.
didn't
when
want
I
to
don't
have
want
Alex.
to actively.
Alex, did you not enjoy the film?
No, it hurt me, is what I'm
No,
saying.
no. I asked Alex.
Oh,
Oh, I enjoyed it greatly.
nice.
Why did you enjoy it? I still have yet to hear why you enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it because it brought us closer together.
Oh, I like that.
It
part.
was it was so much fun to watch with you all.
That's why I love B movies.
Yeah, I like that we had something to talk about. I'm so glad Connor recommended this. This is the perfect movie for us to all sit around and talk about.
That's true.
That's
Definitely get things.
that's why I liked it. It was a very enjoyable experience for me.
And it's hilarious.
Yeah, it was
Consistently
so
hilarious.
fucking funny.
It
It was
is
so
funny.
fucking funny. Best comedy of the year, 2026.
Unintentional almost though.
That's what I'm. Yeah, it's not in on.
It's so obviously intentional, though, Connor.
It's not in on the joke.
I mean, I think
Definitely
I
in
think
on it.
you guys about that is it
Maybe
is
they're just playing
intentionally
it so
funny.
deadpan that it is funny, like because they are playing.
You
it so
can't make that movie
It
not
is a
intentional.
laughing at, not
Yeah.
a laughing with.
I
Yeah,
agree with
for
you,
sure.
Josh. Is that movie is intentionally funny?
I agree with that.
Yeah, it's supposed to make you laugh.
Yeah, it's hysterically funny to me.
the absurdity.
And the amount of things that you can quote from it, it's like shockingly quotable.
Well, so is Tim and Eric though. Tim and Eric is also.
I love Tim and Eric.
and scarily bad.
Yeah.
You don't think
Tim and Eric's amazing.
It's like it's worth it
It
for
did
the
have some
2 out of
good
every
quotes.
10 sketches
It had a
that are
couple of
just
quotes.
unbelievable.
Right.
Is there anyone who likes Tim and Eric who didn't like this movie? That's a good question.
Yeah,
Oh wait, no, I hate both things.
I only like about
Because
20 to 30% of what
I don't think I've ever seen.
I only like about
Yeah,
like
it
20 to
mostly
30% of what I ever see out of Tim and Eric.
I
But
like
those
that.
things, like it's free real estate, are hilarious. Like that shit is iconic.
Or it's too hot.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Tim and Eric is so I mean, I agree they have hit or misses, but point is it is in that realm of like intentionally brutal
Right.
and like kind of fucking with you.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's just like something very punk rock about that to me.
Man, I will say, like,
I get that.
the second watch through before the novelty wore off was more enjoyable for me because like I understood going into it that like
Right.
this is not gonna be a good time. So like when there were aspects of it that were a good time, I was kind of like, oh,
Was it
That's-
getting a
that's fun.
tattoo? Was it like getting a second tattoo?
oh no, I love it.
Oh, okay, then.
Yeah.
But like you're ready for the paint.
I don't think tattoos hurt that bad.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's where you've done.
Well,
You ribs?
I have
Yeah,
a
that's supposed to
7
be-
hour
that's
piece of my
supposed to be
ribs.
knowledge.
Fucking A, man. Well, all right.
This one.
Maybe
this
just,
one-
yeah, okay, you just built it. You just built it. Just like Josh has built it to withstand the pain of this movie.
Seriously.
I have to head out to a gig in 10 minutes, so I'm gonna let you guys go. But I love all y'all.
I think we're getting
Pretty much,
there.
I think, nailed.
I love you, buddy.
I think we can wrap.
Thanks for watching the movie. I
Thanks for
give it
walking with
5
us.
out of 5 stars,
Of
just
course
to
you do.
spite Connor. But if I was giving it an actual rating for like a newspaper, I would waver between 3.5 and 4. I wouldn't be sure. Like I basically give it 3.5 and say like if you like things that are fucking stupid as shit, then you treat it like a 4. And if you don't like things that are stupid as shit, don't go see it. It's a waste of your time. Like I would agree, there's some, but it is never a waste of time to do it in a group, like Alex said. Like I think showing it to people is part of the fun, where you're just like, dude, this person does not know what's about to happen to them.
You guys
Josh.
ever see the
Josh, before you go, is there a movie that you don't like that Connor you do
yes, yeah, we got a bunch.
Like, oh yeah, like what? Which ones?
Anchorman,
Yeah, Anchorman. I'm not. Yeah, I don't like Anchorman.
Zoolander.
like?
Holy
Yeah, I don't like Zoolander either. But okay, but
Wow.
how about a
What
good?
is this? A movie for ants?
Okay.
I mean, talk about quotable movies that are good, absurd, play with movie standards, and end up with something that is objectively enjoyable instead of.
Anchorman just is
garbage.
very juvenile and boring to me. Like that, it's just not.
God, you're just such a
Unlike my
loser.
son, my son.
Seriously.
Anchorman
love
doesn't
Zoolander.
really.
I'm halfway with them on
It's
Anchorman.
just like a SNL sketch that's way too long.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Anchorman has moments, but Zoolander's fucking good.
Yeah.
I would rather watch Step Brothers than Anchorman.
Oh,
I
oh,
hate
very
Step Brothers.
Yeah.
Awful. Awful.
Bad sequel.
Yeah,
But I
definitely
love,
should
hey,
go
you
over
know,
to
I
the-
love the other guys. Like those guys have made movies I like. I think the other guys is great, you know.
Yeah.
But I just want there to be kind of like a direction to the writing, and I want the writing to drive the comedy. And with a lot of those improv heavy movies, I think it's kind of fucking the writing is less important than like people acting crazy and goofy. And it's like, yeah, dude, I mean, I've seen that kid at school who needed attention and was the class clown, and that's kind of what Anchorman feels like to me, is watching like 5 of those guys do that shit, and it just gets
now
exhausting.
you want plot.
No, that's
and
Werner
writing.
Herzog.
Oh, Loney wants plot and writing now. Wow.
There's a lot of plot in this. It's a very,
Turning over a
if
new
you broke
leaf.
this into a novel, it would be like a fucking Russian, it would be like a Dostoevsky novel.
Crime and Punishment.
No one can help you. It's very it's
Punishment and punishment.
Yeah.
very sad.
Yes.
Anchorman, while being improv, managed to be one of those quotable fucking movies in our generation.
Yeah.
And you can enjoy
I quote my son, what have you done way more?
yeah,
Dazzle, dazzle.
you are that guy. Why don't you wear-
People
why
have no
don't you
idea what the
wear
hell
more
I'm referencing
turtlenecks?
either. They're
You
like,
should wear
what?
more turtlenecks. I think that would be good for you.
With an
What did you say?
I think you need to wear more turtlenecks. That would suit you. Would suit you better.
I don't own a single turtleneck.
I know. What's up with
That's a
that?
problem.
What's up with
So what?
So what? Yeah, exactly.
We are going to start saying that to each other now.
So what?
It's fucking
very quotable
hilarious,
movie,
dude.
enjoyable
Definitely
experience.
It
I
was
think
like
I will become a
an alien
Muslim.
trying
Call
to
me
figure out
Farouk.
how humans act.
Call me Farouk.
That's that. Yeah,
You
that,
know?
that whole thing. They never resolved any of that.
Oh,
They never
yeah.
explained
that
any
went
of that.
nowhere.
Of course
Yeah.
You mean like the whole movie? You mean the
Exactly.
whole movie?
Exactly.
I forgot about, he's like, I'm gonna stunt my growth as a person. I'm gonna become a Muslim.
Yeah,
That
that's
was brutal,
hilarious.
dude.
Line delivery. All these for real.
I will stunt my inner growth. Yeah, dude. That's hilarious. I don't know. I think it's
That, oh, dude, it's
That
so
was
funny.
Stop
So fucking
meditating.
funny.
Reality's out here.
That's what I'm saying, there's always
Yeah,
been
yeah. They
line.
had an opportunity to do something with that, and then they were like, "Ah, let's move on." You know what I mean? It was like, "Oh, cool. We could show a part of him that is interesting or relatable or human." And it's like, no.
no. It's kind of like the shark in Jaws. Like the less you see it, the more effective it is.
Because it's not not a shark. It's a man with a little fucking fin puppet underneath the waves. Is that what you mean?
Be way more effective if they showed that guy.
Yeah, just like, oh wait, they can see me. You're like,
Is that a midget in a
what?
tuxedo with a shark fin?
No.
Well, and I do remember the first time I saw it, I had this feeling. I was wondering. I was like, they build it up and they have such a cast, and so at the start you're like, man, some crazy shit is about to happen. And like, especially if you know Werner Herzog and you know about like his last two movies in the Amazon, when you hear it's his third movie in the Amazon, you're like, shit, dude, this is gonna get crazy. And then when it just never really gets that crazy, but it is crazy. It's just crazy in a different way. That to me is part of the fun of it. Is kind of the way it just denies your expectations. It's like edging you.
Oh dear God.
With sandpaper.
Yeah. With the
Well, some
sandpaper
people like
filter.
that, David.
I am not here
Not
to
kink
kink
shame
shame you.
Yeah.
I am saying that arguing that this is good is a self-report. That's all I'm really trying to say, right? Is
I mean,
it,
whatever.
am I old and out of touch type B? But for like, is this movie good or am I a relentless film snob? Yes, the children must be wrong. Is like kind of the overall vibe you bring to the party. You
Well,
know,
it's- no, I would say
you
it's
bring
more
that
like-
kind of vibe to the party.
It's more that like there's a lot of people similar. The reason I mentioned Andy Warhol earlier, or Alex was talking to me about the Holy Mountain earlier, which I fucking hate, is like.
Sounds like
But I hate the Holy Mountain because I think it's too obvious. It's too easy. But like
We're gonna have
fucking
to talk about the Holy Mountain
Yeah, I've got to
at some point.
either way, point is that there. So I respect Alejandro Jodorowsky though. Like I still think that he's fucking. And I'm glad that artist exists, and I want more people in the world of film to take risks and make movies that are unique and that try to do something that's never been done before. And I'd much rather see people try that than make another police procedural or another rom-com that just you fucking forget about. So I'd rather you took a huge swing and like for some it's a miss, for some it's a home run, for some it's just like down the middle, whatever. But the fact that you took a huge swing is much more respected for me than just trying to make another fucking another Western. Okay, is there like a showdown at noon? Oh my God, does the bad guy wear a black fucking hat? Shit, dude.
I agree with the sentiment, but like there's a middle path there wherein you swing for something interesting and new and
Hey, I didn't pick this movie.
Well,
I just love it.
This is an odd example because what he was swinging for was nothing.
What did he swing for?
There was no purpose.
What did he swing
Again,
for?
my argument for a couple of years since I first saw this movie was that like Werner Herzog set out to waste my time, and he did that very effectively.
You know what? 10 out of 10 then. He did it.
That's what I mean. Again, this was my argument
Well,
about
yeah.
art.
So it's a troll.
It was
So it's
great.
a troll.
This
Yeah,
is my
kind of.
argument about-
It is kind of a
Looks
troll.
like a movie, but
I
instead
did-
it's not.
Yeah.
It's a troll.
I think you can't argue that this movie is not incredibly intentional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was
It is.
intended to make me think
Yeah,
I was going to be able to enjoy
I just
or
don't
access
agree with
something,
that.
and then there was
Yeah.
nothing at the
Bad
end.
intent.
I opened
Bad
the box
intent.
and there was
Yeah.
nothing.
Precisely.
Here's a gift for
It
you.
really did.
Look, man,
It was,
like-
not enjoyable.
I'm no film buff, and I've just been thinking, this movie made me think about what defines art,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Yeah.
so
yeah.
again, arguably, like, again, I feel like the meme with the butterfly, like, is this art? You know, like, I don't, maybe
it's like
maybe I don't actually know.
well, it's
I
all
need
the
to
eye
see
of the
about
beholder,
nuts.
right?
I think,
Eye of the beholder.
I kind of think that's what Josh has been talking about this whole time is almost, it's not art appreciation, it's film appreciation.
Yeah.
This was a great film at a like, these are all the things that film has,
It's
but
thinking
the
about it.
art isn't there.
It's thinking about
The
it.
soul is not there.
It's thinking about it.
Yeah.
And that's my delineation
So
personally.
sort of like, you would watch this in a class where you learn about
Yes.
film
In a class.
Okay.
and you would hate
It's
it.
filmed for people who go to film.
It's
Yeah.
academic.
It's
Right.
academic.
But I was looking for a film that would help me feel something.
All right, y'all. My ride's here. I can hear the dogs barking.
Oh, no,
I
no,
will
get out
see
of
you
here,
guys
bro.
later, man.
Later, homie.
Bye,
Love you,
guys.
bud.
Bye. But yeah, you know, I feel like art should make you feel something, and it is
I agree.
but definitionally for
lots of
me.
things.
No, I'd go one step beyond it, where I think that art that pulls you out of the feeling and instead makes you look for the feeling by thinking about it oh, what should I take
Yeah.
away from this? What should I? It's already failed. It's already failed to do the thing. And there's so much art out there that why should I limit the scope of what I experience? You know,
Well, like this is kind of my point too, like.
do you know what I mean?
There's
Like,
a threshold for me, not for everybody.
oh,
For a
it's
lot of
definitely a
people,
spectrum.
and for a lot of people, the threshold's at a very different spot.
Totally.
For me, there's a threshold, I'll use music, that's what I know, right? Where like,
Mhm.
hey, again, someone might be a really great writer, but like if they don't meet the playing or singing threshold, like personally, I'm not interested. That doesn't make me right. That's just how I feel.
Yeah, it's always a different mix. I think is super interesting.
Yeah.
Like I have plenty of singers that I listen to who are rougher, not as accurate, but god damn the songs are good, or god damn the melodies are good, or something like that. Like it doesn't matter because their delivery and their style and their writing supersedes all of that. It adds up to something that immediately makes me feel something. I'm not having to think, oh well, what is this singer doing? Or that is the art not hitting.
Yeah.
The act of me thinking about the art instead of feeling it is me being out of it, and I want to be in it when I experience art. So that's kind of the way that I see it anyway. And I think that it is an idealized thing that art will always have me think about it or feel about it 100% of the time. I don't think that's realistic.
No, I think that's, like, I agree with that, where I think part of what makes art is that you couldn't do it with a textbook.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you can't just like, yeah, I read a textbook saying it does this, and I understand it exactly the same as watching the movie.
Here's the formula.
And
Right.
It's like, no, you have to. Art is something you have to experience and feel. So if you like, I didn't feel anything from that. It's like, well, then the art part of that was a failure.
And then
I watched the textbook.
Right, and then just like making a set of rationalizations and arguments for something that didn't make me feel anything is missing the point so thoroughly. I feel like I'm at an impasse because we're not talking about the same thing. I'm talking about wanting to be moved, even in a way that makes me uncomfortable, right? Or all sorts of ways. But it didn't do that. It pulled me out of it to the point that I had to laugh, look at it, make a joke.
Yeah.
Right, like all of those things are me being out of the experience and not immersed. Right, all those things.
You felt confused and frustrated. I mean, frustration.
But through the experience of being brought out, I was
Yeah.
returned to my body, and then through doing that, I was frustrated. Or do you know what I mean? Like, and
And I
then
agree with that, where it's sort of like, if the point of the movie is for you to feel frustrated, you should feel frustrated, but still in the movie.
Because of
Like,
it.
I've done that
Yeah,
plenty
I
of
get what
times
you're
in movies where I'm like,
Yeah.
move on, why are we here? Good. But then they show me why. They show me why I've tolerated that. They show me why they brought me into this frustrating moment, to see how they get past it, to see how it's a conflict that affects these characters, and that matters, right? Like these are the things that stories do for us, I think. And when they don't, I'm left to think, well, couldn't they have done this so they made me feel something? Couldn't they have shown this to show me the feeling of that character? I'm looking for the feeling again. I'm trying to get the feeling back.
Yeah.
You know, and Ben Gibbard again said it the best, and this line has echoed in my head ever since. You shouldn't think what you're feeling. Right? Instincts are misleading is the whole thing, comma. You shouldn't think what you're feeling. Because
Yeah.
that's very true. The second you're thinking, you're not feeling.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
out of it. When you're feeling, you're just in the feeling, and then after it, you're processing. And that's still healthy and
I feel like we're
fine.
talking about the Holy Mountain right now. Like we just
I
watched,
love that.
we just watched the Holy Mountain last night, and I feel like everything you just said relates to that movie too.
Beautiful.
Where it's like I enjoy that movie in retrospect. I did not enjoy it while I watched it. It's not a good movie. But we watched a video about it, like a breakdown, and I enjoy that movie more. now.
Interesting.
I did not
Yep.
enjoy it while we watched it.
Yep.
It's not a good movie.
Yeah.
I like it though, in retrospect.
There's something to like about it in an academic
And I
sense,
don't-
like you were saying.
And I don't really have a lot to say about it, except that I like it now. I like that movie now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's so interesting. I liked thinking about it and tearing it down and looking at the symbolism. Right, is an interesting way to deal with a piece of art. I think you can do that with novels and with literature as well, in a way that
But like
definitely
different than
informs.
this one?
And what do
Because
you-
you're saying that like you were thinking about how you were feeling. With, and you related that back to art, but you're saying this movie doesn't work that way
Mm-mm.
for you. So like what
And it-
makes them different?
And I guess it could work that way for someone else. But I guess it's different because I would want to be processing what the movie made me feel afterwards. and then how it resonated within me and how I felt in that moment, right? Because you're kind of taking on the emotional state of characters when you get invested in them, right?
Yeah.
You're kind of like trying to live in that emotional moment. And that can be really impactful. I feel like a lot of strong memories are tied to, like the strongest ones really are tied to emotions, right? And so it's kind of giving you someone else's snapshot of that, I suppose. But yeah, I feel like then I'm thinking about, wow, that made me feel just like this time that this thing happened. And isn't that crazy? They had a different take on this and they reacted in this way. Man, what would have happened if I would have reacted to that thing in my life in that way instead of how I did? Which now I kind of am thinking about, and I was kind of shitty in that moment. Couldn't I have been better? I didn't like, look, I'm thinking about something impactful, right? Because I'm relating it and I have an association. But that's because I was taken on the trip in the movie, not because I was taken out of it. And I was like, man, wasn't this like that other B movie where I was super frustrated at the movie because the acting sucked ass? You know, like it was like that's not the association that I had, right? Does that kind of clarify a little bit?
You never killed your mom with a sword?
I thought about it.
Don't act in that play.
The most relatable movie.
Yeah. The thing about Orestes and
He killed his mom with a sword in front of those two other.
Yeah.
I know.
Smother her first.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
like,
She's like, he tried to smother me. It wasn't a joke. He was serious. What does he mean by this? He's coming with a sword. Oh.
Well,
I mean,
you're 70 or whatever the fuck. Lady comes over and tells you that you're moving at the pace of a 70-year-old.
no
zero,
one screamed?
zero survival.
See, yeah, the no one screamed thing kind of was,
Yeah, she
was
even
cool.
said that. She made a
That
point
made
saying-
sense.
Stabbed with a sword, she's
Oh.
not screaming.
Well, because his mom was as crazy as he was. a little
In
bit.
fact, she said, my son, what have you done? Is what she said.
Yeah, like
she
she
didn't scream. She
delivered a
said
line.
that exactly. And I quote.
Right.
Yeah.
Just like it's almost like the artful part of it was going in and surgically removing the parts wherein I could feel about the story. It's like, let's insert absurdism at the moment where the most horrible thing happens that we've been building up to the whole time. And instead, I'm going to edit that out. I'm going to surgically take out that moment where you would feel something, and I'm going to put in something so absurd, you can't feel the loss here. You can't feel death.
It does ride that line between surrealism and pretentious, where it's like, oh, if you don't get it, it's just because you're stupid.
Well,
And
and that's
it's like-
that's the Loney attitude that made me be like, oh God, it's just like, brother, it's edging you, dude. It's like, yes, if that was intentional, then like, it's
with
like
sandpaper.
justifying trolling as an intellectual exercise that has value. Like, no, bro, it's just a joke. It's just a joke, bro. And it's like, I want to go,
I agree with a lot of what Josh said in terms of like, this is what it does. I don't agree that that makes it good.
Thank you. Yeah, that was really what I was
Yeah.
driving towards.
Yeah.
It's just like, wait, but doesn't that make it
Well said.
objectively
It's like, no, yeah,
bad?
things are happening. I understand.
Right.
That's not the problem. That's bad.
It's like consider the intellectual exercise you just talked about, and what if he did it well?
The problem
Right?
is,
Like maybe I could have felt something even. But
Josh showed this to me because he likes it, and he told me that it was really good. So that was my
Yeah.
that was my expectation when I went into it. So like the whole time I'm sitting there being like,
am I nuts? It's me, isn't it?
is anyone else mad right now?
It was the is this
I'm
dog
mad.
shit moment of halfway
Yeah.
through that.
Oh, bro, you've got to see what my son, what happened. Yeah.
Well, dude, like that was like the truth about Charlie.
I think
That was
the title's
another
kind of misleading.
Yeah.
Kind of like, oh yeah, what did he do?
Oh.
Yeah. If they tell you right
Like,
off
he
the
killed
bat,
his mom with a sword in front of two other people.
I mean, like, save me 80 minutes and just stop the film there. Cool. Bet.
A sword is not an instant death. either.
Oh, no.
Right? Like,
You gotta lay there and bleed out in pain and shit.
Well,
Yeah.
I guess it depends how he killed her.
He ran her through it.
So she,
Well,
so
what
she,
does that mean?
The first
so
time.
yeah,
the
she sat
first
there for
time he
minutes
ran
in
her
agony before dying.
and
She
no
said
one
the first
screamed.
time he
The
ran
first
her
time.
through, implying
There was
he
more
did
than
it
one.
multiple times.
Just to
And
make
the
sure.
post said, what does that mean?
Yeah, huh?
They were the- they were the
Ran her
cops.
through. What do you,
Right.
with
With
the
a
sword?
Right. At the moment where those characters would have felt shock, horror, the dots would have been connected. No,
He
instead,
already-
in absurd
He
moment
already
instead.
investigated the crime scene.
He
He
saw.
He knows
the
how she died.
He did.
Saw the blood.
I'm
We
still like,
could have
what?
skipped. Oh, he was in a play.
Ran
with
her
swords.
through.
Ran her through it, huh?
well now
So-
so that holds up with the theme of the whole movie where
Right.
they're like, telling his girlfriend he killed his mom with a sword, and she's like, that doesn't make any
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
And then proceeds to
Except for
tell the
that
cop
play.
why it makes perfect sense that he
Yeah.
did
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
The whole time being completely
And it
unaware
takes
that
so
she's trying
long.
to, yeah.
And it takes so long for her to do that.
Well,
I
you
like
know,
when he rolls the
The
Quaker Oats oatmeal can out. He's like, I don't need God anymore. And it's like, this is the face of God. It's the Quaker Oats oatmeal guy. So good.
I
pretty,
do
pretty
wonder-
racist, actually.
I do wonder, and this isn't in defense of the movie, but I do wonder if it's important that the true story you based it on is from reading a news story in a newspaper. So it is very like.
He refused to look into
subjective.
it.
Very impersonal, very like nothing was looked into.
Right.
Whenever anyone dies, they were always the nicest person and there were no signs. Like whenever anyone does anything, oh, they always lit up the room and no one could have ever guessed. In any newspaper, that's what it says, but anyone who's actually, but anytime something happens that people know, they're like, I mean,
They're like, yo, that guy was
Yeah.
a freak.
like, you know, like,
That's the thing.
There was
sort of
every
like-
side.
There's things about it in that way that hint at
hint at to be good, but it's not.
it hints at the fact that he has the awareness to make something good.
Yeah,
The skill, the vision, and decides to not execute on something good and instead on execute on something bad.
All right, guys, I gotta get out of here. I gotta take the band back. I love each and every
Chancellor
one of you.
Ruster, check out.
Thank you, Alice. Guess I'll be playing, we're playing March 20th.
I think that's a pretty good
Yeah,
wrap
we'll be
session
there.
about this, though.
Yeah, this, I did not enjoy this, but I enjoyed you inviting me to see
No, it
this.
was
So
great.
thank, that
Yeah.
payoff was great because
So
you are
exciting.
100% right. This is not a good movie and you
No.
did not miss anything that made this
Spike Lee
good.
movie night is
Or-
amazing.
Ooh,
It's great.
It
And
hurt.
you all have things to
I
say
love you,
about
Lonnie, but it hurt a lot.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was painful.
God
it hurt.
bless
Not
you.
good. Get home safe,
Love you
buddy.
guys.
Love you, man.
all right.
Hell yeah.
Anybody with any final thoughts? I haven't heard much from you, David.
Well, because I mean, the whole point is that it wasn't supposed to have a point, but it is deliberated.
Lonnie does.
Sorry.
It deliberately doesn't have a point.
Yeah, it really doesn't have a point of stunted.
Yeah.
The whole movie's about just being stunted.
I guess so. I guess
Yeah.
so.
It's stilted and obtuse and meandering. I suppose all of that's on purpose, but again, like,
Right.
that's why I was mad.
Why does it matter if it's on purpose? I guess it's sort of also my point.
Why was it so important?
Why does it matter if it's on purpose if it's bad? Why would we celebrate that? Why would that be interesting? Do you know what I mean? Like
Why did
I
Werner Herzog why was it so deeply important for him to waste my time?
Right, it's like who hurt you? It's a who hurt you
They
situation.
definitely thought it was important.
Yeah, yes,
Like,
yes.
Yeah.
The intention is there, and that's what's sort of mystifying about it to me.
Crazy.
I'm never gonna not think about this in a
Yep,
way.
that was my
Twin
point.
Peaks is obtuse, but in a good way.
It's the part of any high art society that makes me completely fucking check out,
Yeah.
where we've lost the ability to care about the thing as it is, but we care so much more about the process and what it could mean when we sniff our own farts to a terminal level, to where it is our complete oxygen supply is our own recycled farts. And I am just
Like a plane.
so like a plane, except that has good filtration. So yeah.
No, I've no closing thoughts. Thanks for watching, guys.
No, it's been great.
I
It's been
appreciate
great.
you
We
taking
would
part of my
not
sanity check.
recommend.
Would not recommend. Yeah,
Okay,
come
actually-
back next time for another shitty movie to watch and be angry at.
I'd
guys-
be down for a shitty movie fun.
Movie nights are amazing. I'm still here
Welcome.
for it. I'm still here for it.
You're here.
Welcome.
Okay, you guys ever see the Vine with the
No.
either the Indian or the Pakistani lady being like, I am confusion. America, explain. Why is this Kansas and this is Arkansas? America, explain. America, explain. You know, like that's for
Yeah.
me. Like,
Yeah.
on a 0 to
Yeah.
5 stars, that's where I'm. Like,
Make it make sense.
Yeah.
From
I'm-
0 to
I'm
5
like-
stars, it's make it make
I'm
sense.
like America, explain.
Explain.
Why is this?
Explain.
Germany, explain. That's funny.
I think the explanation is you disagree with the director.
Yep.
He made what he wanted to make and that means something to him and you disagree.
Yeah.
I took that personally.
Yeah.
You don't have to figure out how what he thinks
It's
matters
film,
matters
not
to
for
you.
me.
You don't-
I
you don't-
never-
I don't even want to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
don't want to look for meaning in that. I just like I
Same.
sat down to watch a movie and that's what's on.
That's what frustrates me about the
Yeah.
whole connecting the dots, like really scraping the bottom of the barrel for meaning thing, is that it's like that's just not why I'm here.
But I mean, maybe that was the point. Maybe he wanted.
That's
you to
why
be like-
Lonnie watches the movie.
Maybe Werner Herzog wanted you to be like, what? What are we looking at? What the fuck, man?
This guy sucks. Why would I watch his movies? He's like,
Yeah.
yes, excellent, just as I intended. You know, like what? Who are you?
Okay, I'm gonna give it the last
Whoa,
defense word. So
whoa, whoa.
someone's like defending it since Lauren's gone.
Do it.
Okay.
Do it. Yeah, steal me.
I mean, obviously he was autistic, but on top of that, he was also schizophrenic.
Nice.
So a really cool, I mean, not cool because you have your thought, but the cool thing about schizophrenia, the way it works is that it attaches too much meaning into things. What's not really there. There's so many times where he thinks he's being like the deepest motherfucker ever.
It does
because
show
in that moment, since he's crazy,
Yeah.
because it has moments that seem like really
Right.
impactful. Like you
Yeah.
guys mentioned, oh, this is another movie. This would be like such a cool, like impactful scene.
Yes, that was every scene.
But that's because as a schizophrenic person
Agreed.
experiences all their life like that, even though the shit they're looking at is completely meaningless
It's true.
and there's like no point.
Just imagine if you took that depth of perspective and that ability to execute on that idea
Yeah.
and did it in a way that was
And
good.
made something
Yeah.
else.
And made something that was good instead.
Yeah, but
How
then-
brilliant that would be. We would be talking about it because it made us feel something.
Yeah,
Right.
because then it wouldn't be schizophrenic though.
No, but I do believe that it still could have achieved that and told the non-linear narrative while also showing emotion and having any connection to the characters whatsoever. I think it would have taken longer than 90 minutes.
Well, I mean, what we really needed is like someone else going along with the story, like maybe one of the characters that actually has some type of art. to
Or like a
contrast-
different director who feels emotions, right? Yeah. Or like a director who's not deeply autistic, right? Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's pretty much it.
Well, where are we gonna find one of those?
Right. I don't know. Loney, where can we find one of those?
I feel like I would like to watch Willow with everyone. Because you showed me Willow recently, and I'm like, this is fucking amazing. It's George Lucas at his best. It's better than Indiana Jones. It's better than Star Wars.
Fuck yeah.
Willow is fucking incredible.
Dude, I want to show you all my favorite non-linear story animated film called Mind Game. And that one is a real sleeper. I would have to try and find it somewhere. Maybe I could buy a DVD or something like that.
I can find most things.
But dude, it's
means-
super interesting because it's one of my favorite non-linear storytelling things that takes a huge risk with blending the line between storytelling and metaphor. And halfway through the story, things go completely off the rails and become more metaphor than real. And you just have to kind of like suspend more disbelief as the
Okay.
story goes along.
Okay.
But
yeah.
but it does that in the way of trying to tell an emotional story and trying to describe their emotional journey with something surreal. And kind of more like anime does, where it takes you on some fantastical journey to show you this character arc or show you or this ridiculous moment. And you kind of have to go along with it for a while, and then you realize like, oh, that's their love story manifest, or oh, that's their coming of age story manifest, or
Like Perfect Blue.
I don't know. But yeah. So I'd love to share one.
Let's wrap this up.
Yeah.
In case anybody.
I have one more comment about my son. What
Please.
have you done? I allegedly torrent a lot of movies, pirate them, you could say.
Not this.
And I can find obscure stuff. Like I was able to get The Holy Mountain really easily, come and see. Like obscure is not a problem. You can find it. It's on the internet. I had a really hard time finding this movie. And it's not because it's obscure.
No.
It's because no one wants to watch it.
Yep.
I'm like,
Check.
how am I not finding this movie?
No one wants it. No one wants it.
Yeah, that's all I had to say.
Beautiful.
That's
On
really
that
interesting. I
note.
didn't know that.
On that note.
Anybody?
Yeah, we had to watch it on Amazon because I literally couldn't find, like, there were no cedars when I tried to download it.
Amazing.
No.
No, I'm not giving you this, bro.
No, you don't want. You don't want.
You don't want these bits, bro.
Seriously.
You don't want these bits, bro. You don't want them. On that note,
Yeah, I think that's it. Let's. Anyone want to promote anything again? Or-
Tuesday at American Legion,
Yeah.
post 84.
Two.
Witten existing single release show.
Yeah, single release show. Tuesday
yeah.
next.
Fuck yeah.
I also have a dentist appointment.
Oh, yo, shout out to the dentist. Tuesday, February 17th, dentist appointment.
Be there.
Yo, get them teeth checked.
And then Thursday, David Estes' birthday jam at Twisted Tea Garden. $5 suggested donation. It's for Twisted Tea Garden. It's for those guys.
Yeah, come out to support them. Don't
support
pay.
them.
Come jam. Bring your shit. Don't bring
Yeah.
your shit. We'll have it all. We got it all, baby. So yeah, come join.
And Bunny Roo, April 3rd.
Fuck yeah. Okay.
And book club where Connor will be back. Connor also recommended the book this month.
Yes.
Connor, this is
I have
February is the
started-
month of Connor.
Yes,
I will be joining you.
the book is much better than what we just went through.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I have so
Yeah.
much to say about Brave New World.
Fuck
for
yeah.
another
Me
time.
soon. Okay. Till
And
next time.
yeah, is that it?
That's it.
Okay.
Cool.
See you next time. Bye.
Bye.